Are you familiar with the keto diet? Okay, so here's how it works. It's a high fat, low carb, high protein diet. And there's a whole lot more to it.
Absolutely.
Chef Daniel Mears from Cultured Corners Food Truck and the Rabbit Hole is here to make a keto-friendly dish, shrimp and grits with ham, gravy, rice, cauliflower, and roasted broccoli.
Yes, ma'am. And we're substituting the grain for cauliflower, which is what the keto diet is all about. You don't want to have a lot of carbohydrates, so we're just going to substitute the grits for cauliflower. We're going to make everything else pretty much the same way as we would make shrimp and grits, because you're allowed to have seafood, you're allowed to have fat, you're allowed to have all those other good things, so why not eat healthy and it tastes good at the same time?
I like that idea.
We'll get Jimmy. We're actually going to use this pork belly, which is actually just uncured bacon. Normally it would be like a pork cheek that was smoked in blackening seasoning. It's called tasso ham, but in this case we're just going to use some pork belly. You get that from Hastings Butcher Shop, but we got that from Shymar Farms in Pocomoke City. So if you just want to cut that up into 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch cubes, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect.
I have a grater.
And that's why you're
cut it in half.
Right.
And then just cut it into pieces.
Oh, okay. I have a grater, but nothing
yes, ma'am. And we have some cheese in the freezer.
With cheese in the freezer?
Yeah, it's a little bit easier to grate that way.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, especially with softer cheeses.
And what kind of cheese is this?
This is a Havarti. It's got like a soft, creamy texture, and I would say it's like a mild cheddar.
So do I just on this side?
You can do it right on that side.
Okay. Oh wow.
And I'm going to start by getting our pan hot.
Hot pan.
And is that just regular?
This is just regular vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil, because we mentioned that fats are good.
Fats are good, just certain fats.
Certain
you
fats,
want to like stick towards avocados and like coconut oil. A lot of people use coconut oil instead of butter. That should be good, Jim. And
we got a new knife. I was just wanting to use it.
Okay, well you can keep cutting it.
Do I shred this whole thing?
A little bit more than that.
Maybe a little bit more.
So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get a sear on our pork belly. And again, I always say that you always have to get your pan hot before you put the oil in it, so that way you're actually searing your food and not like boiling it. Because if it's not hot enough, then it'll just leach out the liquid.
Okay.
So we're gonna get our pork belly going. We're gonna get a nice sear on that.
All right, so there's.
Yeah, that's perfect. We'll just put that back in the bowl, and we'll save that for Jimmy when we're done with our ricer.
Okay.
So we're just gonna get a little bit of color on our pork belly, and then we're gonna add our Trinity, which is our Creole peppers and celery and onions. And if you could just take some of those green onions right there and just chop up the heads of them for me.
Okay, just the white part.
Yep, just the white part, and then we'll just throw those in there. But I have celery and peppers. Does anybody know the difference between a male and a female pepper?
There's a difference between a male
I didn't know there was.
Yes, there is.
How do you?
The female has 4 lobes on the bottom, and they're sweeter than the male pepper.
Really?
So,
I had no idea.
if you look at it, there is a female pepper.
Like
These are all girls.
They got pink or blue booties.
Well, actually, there's one guy right there and two
girls.
and two girls.
Okay, we're learning so much in 2019. I learned that if you freeze the cheese, it grates better, which it does.
It does, absolutely. And then we're going to take a little bit of blackened redfish seasoning, and you can find that in the grocery store. And it's made by Paul Perdone. He's pretty much the godfather of Creole spices. So if you ever want, and it doesn't really have a lot of salt in it. It's got a lot of other seasonings like thyme and black pepper.
All of it?
Just a little bit more.
I wouldn't
than
put your fingers down in there if I were.
Oh, it's okay. I cut myself all the time.
Yeah, well, that's okay if you do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here we got a few
I
more
just want
here.
to learn to toss it in the pan like you do.
I told you I'd come over and give you lessons whenever you want.
All right. So it seems like every time you come on here, we're adding more businesses to your title.
Yes, we have the Mad Hatter Cafe, which we're patiently waiting to open. It's where the Riverwalk Cafe used to be downtown, next to the Ugly Pie. We're some of our favorite neighbors, and we're looking to open up towards the end of January. The holidays kind of set us back a little bit because we have so many other things like our catering company, which we're actually doing a bridal show this weekend. It's a free bridal show with Macy Holliak Photography at the Hampton Inn. It's from 12 to 4 this Saturday. And you can get in for free and look around at all kinds of different vendors, including us, and we're going to be giving away free samples of food and stuff like that. You can pretend like you're getting married again.
Oh, I could do that.
It's your anniversary just
yesterday.
Yeah. You can renew your vows.
Renew your vows.
There you go. Great idea. All right, we're going to let this cook up a little bit. Then we're going to come back and finish up and taste it. Del Mar for Life. We'll be right back. Beautiful.